Hey, happy Training Tuesday. We are Magnet Marketers, and actually it's just me here today. I do not have a co-host. Mike is out on vacation, but I'm Jessica Phillips. So if we've not met before, I am the president of Now Marketing Group and the host of Magnet Marketers and the founder of the Relationship Marketing System. Today, we're going to be diving in to Google My Business. I'm going to show you a few features, sharing my screen, and hopefully helping you if you have a business location that you can maximize some of these new features that are there that you may not have heard of or you may not have revisited in a while. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm also going to share this video out. So while I'm doing that though, if you could comment below and just let me know that you're here and watching with me and that you can hear me and see me okay, that would be awesome. Hope you guys are having a great Tuesday, by the way. And I'm just going to share this video out with a couple other pages real quick while we get going. My goodness, this week is like flying by the way. Where are you guys located at? Here in Lime, Ohio, little old Lime, Ohio, it is like 90 degrees out here today. So I am enjoying the sunshine. Okay, I'm going to make sure my desktop is showing. And I'm going to share this video out. Okay, perfect. Perfect. So hopefully all of you can see my desktop. Like I said, if you could just comment and let me know that you can see it. And hopefully you guys already have a Google My Business account set up, because if you do, then you'll be able to take advantage of these features right away. If you do not have a Google My Business account set up, let me explain what it is. Actually, I'll share this video in a minute. So in order to have a Google My Business account set up, you need to have like an actual location, a physical location for your brand or your business. And what you can do to get it set up is simply just search your business location. So let's say I was searching Now Marketing Group. I would find my business location here and I would claim this location. So this location's already claimed, but if it was not already claimed, it would say suggest an edit, or is this your business? Claim it here. So let me see if I can find one that is not claimed yet. Let me see. Let's see if I can find like a restaurant one real quick. So simply search your business name or find it there. And let me see. Well, that one has an ad, so it's probably claimed. See if I can get lucky and find one that has not been claimed. Okay, this one looks like it's already been claimed too. But if it was not under the suggested edit, it would say, is this your business? Claim it here. So that's where you would at least go to start the process to claim your business location. And then once you do claim it, then you literally just go to, it will walk you through the process of, you would go to business.google.com. You'll be able to see all your locations under one place that you've claimed. I'm actually going to switch accounts here so you can see all of them under one spot. I'm going to go to Now Marketing Group. It would let you know that you are claiming your business. In order to claim it, Google is going to call your business location and give you a code. It's going to call you on your business phone number that it has associated and give you a code in order to claim your location. If it's not able to do it that way, it's actually going to send you a postcard with a pin on it. Once you get that pin in the postcard, then you put it in there, and now you have access to your full Google My Business account. So that's how you get to it. Now, what is the power behind Google My Business? So first, this is the first usual impression that somebody has if they're searching for your business or searching for a business like yours on Google. As soon as they get there on Google, they're typically typing in like marketing agency or what have you, near them. And then the maps come up typically before any of the search results, unless they're asking like a longer question into Google. So you want to make sure that your location is, one, standing out against the others, and two, that it has the most accurate, up-to-date information that is possible for your brand. So once you claim your location, now you have access to make sure that all this information is up to date. This is like the first step that we take with all the clients we work with in Now Marketing Group, because we want to make sure this is their business, their digital storefront, if you will, online. This is the access, the portal, the gateway to get them to their actual website or their social media pages. This is a place where we want people to leave reviews. And honestly, Google is making huge headway to make this map and all that they're doing on Google My Business the future of almost the website, if you will. Let me show you what I mean by that, because they've made some huge updates to this. So I'm going to go through the one-on-one stuff, just in case there's anybody that has not used Google My Business, and then go into the new and improved cool things that they've just added on that are the biggest enhancements to Google My Business that I get super geeked out about. So the first thing, after you've claimed your location, this is the page that it's going to bring you to actually update all your information. So I'm just going to walk through these really quickly. This is your homepage, is like your dashboard, okay? This is like where if you're going to do an ad, it's going to walk you through that. You can add some photos, which I highly recommend to really bring your business page, your location to life. And then creating a post, which I'll come back to that part because that part's really exciting. Okay, so I'll come back to the post. That's something that's new. But the very first tab that you want to focus on is this info tab. So this info tab used to just have a little bit of information on it that you could put around your brand. Google has greatly increased this section. So let me show you. So first, your address, your hours of operation, your phone numbers where people can get a hold of you, your website information. And if you are a restaurant, they have where you can add your menu on here. If you take appointments, you can add an appointment link on here as well. So it actually says appointment URL. So like we have through HubSpot that we use, where people can actually book time and appointments with us and kind of start their discovery process, if you will, right there on our Google business page. So of course we want to have that link right there then where they can click off to it. That did not used to be there. And then you can add your services. So this is something I would recommend filling out too. So you can literally put your services that you offer and then a pricing beside it. Now, don't get hung up on the pricing. If you're someone that's like, it depends, right? So like, for example, all the pricing that I have right here, it's a it depends kind of thing. So social media management, like that's where it starts at. And that's what I put in the description. But you can put literally, here's where it starts, and then add a little bit of filler below, but it gives people kind of an idea if they, are meeting the right fit and if you have the services that they need. For example, I got a call earlier today, and somebody was asking me if I can do $50 a month social media management. If they would have seen this Google listing, they would have known that's not what we do. So making sure that you put all your services there, because then if somebody's searching for your service, it's going to give you another opportunity to show up if they don't already know your business name. So it's a great way of saying, okay, here's what we offer here at this location. The other things is you can put some highlights on here. So for example, like I put like a woman-owned company, a woman-owned business. Some people specifically search some of those things out. Now there's different highlights for different industries, but choose the highlights, and Google limits the highlights that you can choose because they relate it to what industry you're in and how they're indexing your site. But make sure that you put those on there, because in my case, for example, we work with a ton of nonprofits, and a lot of times they have to look for specific either minority or women-owned businesses or different things that they can actually get, write-offs for. And so much of the contracts that they do have to be from a company that meets certain criteria. So this is an excellent highlight that I can put on my listing to right out of the gate let somebody know, and hopefully make our listing more attractive and stand out to them. The next is your about information. This is where you're just putting your information up there. If this is going to be a future location or an opening date that's not ready, like readily, accessible to customers or people, then you can put that here. And this is another spot to add photos. Google really wants you to add photos to your listing to make it stand out. This is giving people an idea of who your brand is, okay? You can remove listings. Let's say you moved, you closed the business, it's not supposed to be there, you bought out a location, what have you. You can close and remove the listing here. You can enter a store code if you're part of like a chain. You can add additional labels for like the services that you offer here, or what somebody should be using to find your business right there. Those are additional labels on how somebody can find you. But this info section is the meat of what you need to fill out for your Google My Business listing. You want to make sure all of this is accurate and filled out, because this is where people are going. When people are searching online, 60% of the sales cycle is over before somebody gets in touch with you. So this is giving you every opportunity possible for somebody to find you, make sure they have accurate information, easy, to access you and your brand, the phone number, the website, all that. So make sure that this section is fully filled out. And updated if you make changes like holiday hours, things like that, days that you're closed and you think it's, everybody knows that, but they may not. Like they're locally, we have a Starbucks here and they had different hours than national, like other Starbucks chains here in Lima, because it's inside of a hospital. And my girls and I were like super excited. They love Starbucks. It's kind of like a weekend tradition. We would go there and it was closed, but it was not on their Google listing. So it was we were very disappointed. It could have been easily fixed if this information was updated. Okay, so I think I've drilled that point home, that this section needs to be updated. I'm going to skip over the insights and come back to that. But the review section, of course, this is just another one-on-one. If somebody's leaving your brand a review, you want to make sure that you are responding to them and not just leaving them out there. So Google makes it really easy for you to actually respond right back in here. It sends you an email when somebody does. If you are added as a user on the Google My Business, in order to add additional users, you simply can click this user tab, because you want to make sure that there's more than just maybe one person managing this location. So you can add additional users on this section here. Hopefully it is, looks like my computer's lagging just a little bit. I'm frozen. I'm getting this spinning wheel of death. So let me jump back over here and see if we have any questions. Nope. Okay. Okay, on this user section, yeah, it's literally just going to put users and you can add additional user. I'm not sure it's lagging a little bit here. I'll apologize. Go back to that. There we go. Okay, so if you want to add an additional user, you would simply click it here. You can add them. Or in your network already. It's going to make it really easy for you to select them, and then you can choose whether they're just a manager, a communication manager, or an owner of this profile. So if I would just want to add a communications manager, so somebody that can actually respond to reviews, that is the role that they will be invited to, and then they can monitor and respond to reviews that way, and other forms of communication, which I'll show you also in just a moment here. So, okay. This is kind of like the one-on-one overview of your locations. This is all the stuff that you want to keep updated with your photos, your reviews, your info, making sure all of that is up to date. Now let's get to the good stuff. All of the updates that Google has made to this business location manager, Google My Business. The first being post. So post on Google. Now, this is like your free way of putting like a little ad together for an offer that you have going on in your brand, an update, sharing a blog, sharing whatever, but it's going to stand out next to your listing. So you can set dates for special offers. It's just like Facebook's kind of offer, but it gives you all the ability to make this next to your Google listing. So it's really going to stand out. So you can share like what's new. You can actually put an event on here, an offer, highlight a product or a service, or simply just put, like I said, a blog update. So like, for example, when we do these videos here on Magnet Marketers, if there's something new that's happening, then I would put that as a post and have that post on our profile. If you have an offer, that offer can live on your event page here, or excuse me, on your Google listing page for 30 days. So how cool is that if you have a location where you're pushing out something and you want to put an offer with it, it's going to stand next to your Google listing. So if you're a brand that offers, coupons or special offers, whatever, put it up here. It's going to simply literally attach it to your Google listing and highlight it to make it stand out. So very, very cool offers. Now I want to see if here's some ideas of some others that have done. They share with you some ideas. And here's like a cool little call to action box that they put right below it too. So this is like what your offers look like. And they'll give you some other sample post ideas for each different section as well if you want to check that out. It's free. It's something nice. It's going to cause draw attention to your Google My Business section. So definitely take advantage of it. And they say, like, here's how much your posts have received in the last. So this one I just put up an hour ago, but then you'll be able to get in some insights and data on this actual post then when I would log back in. Okay, so the post section, that's the first section. It's a little kind of like Google Plus, but a little bit different because it's attaching actually to your business listing as well and showing all the things that you've highlighted through there. Now, the next part is in the info section. I already talked about the actual where people can schedule appointments through there. That's newer. The About Us section now is completely expanded on your business listing, so you can literally put that up. And then another section that's kind of like a love-hate with these Google listings is questions and answers are now on each Google business listing. So this was actually rolled out in like 2017, but they kind of did away with it for a little bit. But now you can answer quick questions about a business location, and you can also be the one that derives those questions. So let's say you have some frequently asked questions around your brand. You could literally put ask a question and then answer a question right here. Okay, so some of these questions, so yes, for example, there's a parking lot. So that's, an answer. Yes, it's wheelchair accessible. Okay, so now you can put in some of your own questions, have people answer it for you, or you can actually answer those questions. Now, the hate part of this. So this is the love part. One, people can learn a lot more about your brand. They can get their frequently asked questions answered. The hate part is that some people have abused Google's policies on this. So like if somebody says, ask the question, is this location better than such and such? And trying to like use it to promote their own brand, that's against kind of Google's policy. So you can remove and ask Google to review some of those questions and answers so they're removed from your actual listing, because you don't want things to show up that you wouldn't want others to see, of course, that are kind of misleading and kind of drawing to another location that isn't really technically a question that should be asked on your page. Okay, so this is how it would stand out. Okay, so if somebody's looking at our business page, for example, now that I have all the info out there, I have my post that's going to show up right here. It's going to have, the check mark that it's verified, and then it's going to link to all the reviews and all the information about the more details on Now Marketing Group, because you can now expand upon your business info and who your brand is versus just like a couple of short little snippets. Now you can put more of a paragraph to that with all of your services listed as well in that section. Okay, so that's the one thing. This isn't incredibly new, this messaging feature here, but this is incredibly beneficial. Okay, so messaging rolled out at the end of last year, but not a lot of brands are using this. So